All right, we're live again. It's Friday. unusual, unscheduled stream, but Jasmine's out for the night, so I want to keep working on animations and see how that goes. So here we are. What was I working on? Oh, get hit. Just a little bit of a get hit here. Turn the music up a little bit. It's kind of shrill, but hey, Zukin. Zukin, is this secondary movement something that you had set up, or is it just a happy accident? Regis, Jeep, what's up? Doing pretty good. How you guys doing? How's your Friday? Are you excited that it's Friday? Are you happy to get out of school for the weekend? Hang out with your friends, do some skateboarding. Maybe go to a party. Yeah, I didn't erase the keyframes from the idle because I assumed he'd have to get back into the idle. And we may need to shorten this or whatever. But for now, it seems like this is fine, I guess. I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens if we shorten it. There's still a secondary movement there, so that's still nice. Alright. So I'll leave it the way I found it, basically. This was just the combat idle that I modified. Alright, so we've got this. I've worked on the stand. Let me hit. Okay, cool. It stopped it. I actually like this program a fair bit now, the more I use it. The knee pole bouncing around is freaking you out, though? I don't know. Yeah, it looks cool, though. Carthage says have Fridays off, but working from home. Mental health field never ends. I can imagine, especially these days. Has it been, how long have you been doing it? I'm assuming you've been doing it prior to the whole COVID thing, right? Regis said, I'm doing good, excited it's Friday because I get to walk my dog at the school off his leash. He loves getting off leash. Oh, nice. Is it fenced in there or something? Okay, so we got this, which is the end of his... Alright, so I'll open the sit down first, and then... So... Oh, sit transition. I should probably rename that. Ryan! Thank you, buddy. 19 months. Thank you for all your primes. Nine years, 8 years nonprofit work before that. Mostly do therapy and med appointments over Zoom now. Has it always been the same level of slammed, or has it really picked up for you in the last couple of years? Alright, so here's the sit. Turn that off. I'm still not happy with the whole, like, him getting his butt settled in. I feel like it could still feel a little more like he's getting comfortable, but again, it's amateur hour on my end, and I figured if I can get it at least halfway there, then I'll let the pros take over. But I really wanted him to get cozy with the butt cheek. And then it was interesting trying to get the kind of the oomph. So what I did was, well, that doesn't look good when I look at it slow. I could probably modify that some more. Like here, what I think I'd want to do is give his toes a little. Carthage said, busier now than ever. Current world events and COVID has made people's mental health worse. Oh, I couldn't. Yeah, for sure. All the data I've seen on it makes perfect sense. It's just, it's pretty sad. Especially those that rely on social interaction more so than others. Good MMORPG is needed. Well, you know what? We've got a good community. That's the good start, right? We've got a really nice community. Seems pretty healthy. So we'll start there, and then we'll make the MMO as fast as we can while being conscious of our mental health. Do that. So I gave him a little squat to pop up and then down on his butt. Boom, and then I kick his feet up in the air a little bit. Really make it a butt slam instead of a sit. And then boom. I always say you got to take care of yourself to take care of others. Yep, you got to put your oxygen mask on first. Just like in the airplane. Boom. Alright, so we got that. And then that leads... Whoa! Don't do anything. I didn't mean to click on whatever just happened there. And then we got the stand. Alright, so now that you've sat down, now you got to get back up and you're kind of big. So put the hand down, a little pressure, keep the hand. So one of the things I tried to do is, in taking the feedback about making it look like he's got more pressure on that hand, is I went through and really tried to make sure that the hand position stayed as rooted as possible, because some of the sliding, I think, before was causing it to look a little bit weaker. There's a... Well, there was... Oh, there it is. There's a Zukin interesting deformation, and I've played around with the animation. Basically, every, like, bone and everything. I've pulled everything just randomly to see if anything would get it to not deform. And I think it's just because our simple geo was not intending for some of this shit to happen. So. Yeah, I was trying to imagine sword in hand or item in hand with these. If you look, I tried to keep the facing kind of where it would be unlikely to penetrate. Try to keep that in mind as well with the offhand, but we'll see. You see, even when it comes in tight like that, I'm trying to make sure it's angled so that it's so anyway, that's the combo. We got sit. Then it goes into idle that we have, and then we got stand. So. Yeah, Zukin. No, that's fine. That's fine. Thanks, Pattis. Let me know if the music gets annoying. It's the old wizardry music. Hey, Justin. Your flight's tomorrow? We'll try for Wi-Fi on the plane. Right on, dude. If you get Wi-Fi, you should say hi to us in Discord from outer space. So I had actually done some modifications based on the feedback a little bit ago. And I was having a lot of trouble with this right leg, and it was getting really weird and just kind of hinky, and the application crashed and I hadn't saved, and it took me back to kind of this base state, and the stuff that I did with the arm felt a little bit better on the one that crashed. So I tried to recreate it without screwing with the legs, because I actually was trying to get them to do like a full step through back. Kind of like if you're doing jujitsu, it's common to post out on one hand and one foot, and then you would take your, in this case, you would post out on your right hand to your left foot, and then you would shoot your right leg sort of behind you a little bit to get back into kind of like a fighting stance, right? And I think I was overcomplicating it, and it was really starting to break, so I crashed and lost all that shit, and then kind of got back to here, and I'm like, all right, I think this will probably be good enough for government work, you know what I mean? How many times did I act it out on the floor? 5 or 6 in 2 different sessions. 3 like the first time, and then 2 when I had to show Jasmine what I was doing while she was at work. I can try and see. So the auto physics is which button? That one. Cool. Looks like it wonks out the right knee. I'm not seeing, yeah, I'm not seeing any additional like bounce or anything. Like, I don't think it's adding anything. Huh. Sorry, I guess I should be reading this stuff out, but I tried to make the text big enough at the bottom of the screen so if you're watching the VOD you can see it, but I always forget that people are listening on another tab and stuff at work. So Zukin was saying, does it look like the chest is rolling more? Kind of looks like some secondary motion. Could apply it and just fix the knee. I don't know. I'm really looking, and I don't feel like anything is changing except for the knees breaking. The right shoulder roll, I think, is just easier to see in the green. I mean, the left shoulder roll. Because you can see him sort of do the shoulder wave. But you know what, man? Like, I'm happy to, because I'm just gonna throw all this stuff back in the folder. You know, the idea was for you to clean up as you saw fit and all that type of stuff. So, all right. So I think we're good on this. Save. Get hit. I assume we need more than one. So got a mild one here. We got a mild one here. All right, so save, close, close. Let's open. Yeah, Zukin absolutely guaranteed that that would work if you're just listening in. And no point in chat did he say that it doesn't always help. So Red Bull makes a purple drink. Purple drink all in my cup. It's acai. Unfortunately, I took it hours ago and it's already worn off, so you guys do not get any extra action from my end. You got extra snark today? That's okay. As long as you keep that shit to yourself. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Dargoth, I'm kidding. You can be as snarky as you want to be. Which was a 2 Live Crew song, I think. Or was it an album? Oh, so I think you guys are ready for this. This was the first thing I tried to do in Cascadeur a couple weeks ago. So I wanted to actually see if I could get it in. Fisby, I could have sworn that we discussed your name, and you told me to pronounce it differently. Fisby? Fisba? Fisba. Anyways. Fisby, okay. Sims asked, can you quickly apply class animations across all races, such as this roundhouse kick? I think Zukin said something about trying retargeting. I don't think this is his idol anymore or anything, dude. So this is just honestly me wanting to complete the thing I started the other day. So. Do you want a roundhouse kick to the face while he's wearing those bad boys? I don't think so. This is how I started my morning. Thank you, Zukin. So we'll slow-mo through it so you can see all of the... I was like, I need to get these details right. So first he leads with the head, right? Who was it was just saying? Let me scroll up. Carthage said, love jujitsu, especially Japanese style that incorporates a lot of judo throws. It's kind of like a judo throw, right? My jujitsu coach was really into judo. He was into everything. Kali, everything. And so we'd always have people come in and if you're in Austin, Texas, you should train at Cooper MMA. Shawn Cooper's the nicest dude in the universe, and he's got judo folks in there, Muay Thai folks, and all sorts of stuff. So anyways, just like a judo throw, leading with the head, right? Whoop, looking. And he's jumping up. He's whipping that arm around as he brings the leg up. Trying to get some momentum. He's going. He's going. Ashpipe, I've been thinking about you a lot, buddy. Realize we haven't played in forever. I feel bad. So he's going in here. Leg's a little wonky. Could probably be a little bit better. But boom, he snaps that leg out. Maximizes his reach. Hey, Fat Matt, what's going on? Boom, comes in. Leg's a little wonky on the no, it's fine. Absorption. Now that I know about the little whammy bar, I could probably do some tweaks. Foot dips down there. I don't know what that's about. Right there, it dips a bit. But yeah. Zukin's, he'll have to record the sound. He's really good at recording my sounds. Well, shit, I'm streaming it. You guys, you can get the VOD. You can get a VOD. You can get a VOD. Oh, clipping. That's within the context of what we're doing here. That's right. And so, the thing is, you guys keep talking about kicking people in the kneecaps and shit. That's why he's got to get his jumps in, man. That's, yeah, that's one off Robert's list. Robert, I saved you some time, buddy. You can thank me later. So that gets him up another like 4 inches, right? So boom. Cool. All right, I'm done having fun. Now we gotta get back to business. All right. So gnome kick, we'll keep it. Don't save. We're good. Wait. Don't save. Yep. All right. So we got this ogre stand from Sit. Those of you who just came in. Sawalnish. Hello. Hey, Reiko. Am I working from a known list of animations or just kind of building stuff when you discover you want it? We have a list of animations. But there are some obvious ones that need to be done. So like get hits. Think about doing a stun for him. Actually, I need to coordinate with Zukin and figure out which ones you're doing and I'll do other ones kind of thing, but... Stab, two-hand... Oh, bow. I was thinking about bow during dinner. I haven't watched the video that, Jump? Oh yeah, jump. Alright, so... Bow is most important. Let's go back to combat idle then. Open... Idle combat. Will there be crossbows and guns like shooting animation? I don't believe so. But don't hold me to that. Something about guns makes it weird. Crossbow, maybe. I'll let you do death then. Yeah,
Ladies and gentlemen, it is I, Craig Stern, here with an...
You better stop talking to people, Craig Stern. I don't want to get in trouble. I need to find some other music then. Hold on one second while I switch soundtrack. My channel. Playlist. Oh man, we've got so many playlists now. Nope, that's just me talking. That's not what I was looking for. I feel like Tina from Bob's Burgers right now. I'll go to Pieces of 8-Bit for a second. What? Let's listen to a couple of these, I guess. Tina's your spirit animal? Oh, double trouble. Yeah, so Zukin, I wasn't gonna mess with that. I opened it and looked at it. Always tempted, but I thought there might be something like that. When gnomes jump, they should just sort of float away, so I don't have to wear out my foot kicking them away. K Sims says, trying to be antagonistic. You better watch yourself. You're gonna cut yourself being all edgy about gnomes. Shit. You had a stun animation as well? Alright, then I won't mess with that either. But only for the ogre, right? I'll hop on a different race some other time then. Or were you just planning on trying to retarget them? Alright, so save as. I guess we could do bow. Apparently. Apparently Pattis feels that's important. Alright, so picture him with a bow in the right hand. I think I'm trying to think of how complicated we should actually do this. No, I mean once you get things like the stun done, do you just want to re-target the stun and stuff like that, Zukin, or? Yeah, to the other races is what I mean. Alright, so we're here. Let's just play around for a minute and see if we feel our creative juices get creative and juicy. Oh, wait, you're right. I went to the right hand because of, because I'm left-handed. And I always think that everything I do is backwards. But you're right, I shoot bow right-handed. So, we'll switch. Thank you for catching that, Pattis. Have I shown you guys my bow? Probably not. It's been a while. I bought a bow when the whole COVID thing was first popping off. So like end of February 2020, just in case it was going to be the end of the world and I needed to go down to the park and hunt rabbits and squirrels and stuff for food. Not even joking. So I've got this really fun recurve, like break or tear down recurve bow. It fits in a case that's like that big. You just snap it together and then it's as tall as Jasmine. It's pretty tall. You just pop, snap it together. It only takes, I don't know, to pull it out of the case and get it snapped together and strung. It takes probably a minute. It's fun, man. In the park in Sweden, I went down there because we didn't really have lockdown. And so I just go down to the park in Sweden. They had little wooded areas and stuff. Set up my little target that I brought with me. I brought I had a cardboard sort of like round muesli carton thing. Set it up out there. I was like, it's about rabbit size. And boom, just plink arrows at it for an hour or two and then go home. Any idea on what classes these ogres would be restricted to? Are they kind of dumb like EQ or allowed into more intelligent-oriented classes? They range from dumb, like we'll try to find a way for people that want to have like the doofy personality. All the way through sort of kind of a more stoic, martial, combat-focused, like personality. So there's a range for them in their community. They can just be oafish and brutish, or they can be fairly sophisticated. Let me see, did I miss anything? Ogre should do like a hip shot. He doesn't even care what goes. Later on, I mean, if these wind up being easy to crank out, then we could maybe have that as a special animation. Does Sweden issue their citizens a gun or something like that? I heard that before. Wasn't sure how true it was. I think that's Switzerland. So Sweden doesn't issue guns, but they do have a good hunting culture there. If you're from the south, Finland does it as well. I know. Well, Robert lives in Finland, so he can definitely confirm. But Switzerland should be the place. So it's interesting. Holding a rifle or pistol in the left hand is left-handed. Holding a bow in the left hand is right-handed? Huh. Never even, yeah. I don't know, man, but I like shooting things. I don't care what it is. It's fun to send projectiles downrange. I got Jasmine to shoot they have like a little revolver air pistol at the fair. We went there a couple weeks ago and got her to shoot it's like a big old like 357 or something, but it's a air thing and you got to cock it each time. And the dude, she picked it up and like was really great. Very tight shot grouping. Told me like, she was like, because I took it after her and she was like, it's firing low and to the left. And so I just adjusted based off of what she was saying before I fired the first shot. It was like, it was dead on. It was perfect. So I'm excited. I can't wait. There's a shooting club here. Right near the house, there's a shooting club. So Jasmine's emailed the guy and we're going to get in a shooting club. So the difference with me shooting a bow and me shooting a rifle is that I can shoot fine with my non-dominant eye, because left eye is dominant when firing a firearm for me, Pattis. I can shoot fine with my right eye, but I was reading up and watching a number of things where they were actually having you use both eyes open on the recurve bow. And I kind of like playing around with like snapshotting as well on the bow instead of like spending a lot of time sighting. Just kind of get that feel where you bring up, draw, and release almost instantly. So it's a lot of fun. When we get the garden, we're hopefully getting one of the allotment gardens here about 1.5 kilometers away. And it's got plenty of room. And I'm hoping to take my bow there, you know, if we get it, when we get it, and spend a lot more time shooting the bow. So, all right, let's do some actual work. So here, got the feeling we need to angle him a bit. No, I did not learn that from Pocahontas. Was that in the movie? This will be a little weird. All animations seem to start out kind of weird at first, so you guys will have to bear with me. And we'll see what his body actually does. Pattis said I shoot rifles either handed, about the same. I just shoot right-handed because I have less chance of getting hit with hot brass, or I feel like I do. MCP said I'm right-handed, but I've always shot lefty. I've had plenty of hot brass fly down the front of my shirt. I know a lot about that. So once I got to my unit, when I was in the army, I really wanted to be the 60 gunner. So I made it known that I wanted to be the 60 gunner, and wound up being the AG, the assistant gunner, for a while. And then the 60 gunner like moved on, or got promoted or something, so I got to be the 60 gunner, and I shot the M60 left-handed. And anytime there was cover, right, it was fine if I'm just shooting it because brass are just going everywhere and the links are going everywhere. But anytime if I'm like posted up behind a tree or like the corner of a building, you know, a wall, any of that shit, it was just constantly raining brass all over me because, you know, I'm posted up on the wrong side, right? Such a pain in the ass, but it was still so much fun. It was the same thing with AKs as well. All right, so let's I guess take here. I think he needs to rotate a bit, huh? I don't want to screw around with foot placement or anything. So bring it up to your head. Don't bring your head down to it. Backhand against the cheek is going to be a little bit hard with this guy, I think. Yeah. We'll get a feel for the limitations, I guess, of him being so chunky. Can also consider that an ogre may not have perfect form. Let's see where we can get him, and then we'll compromise as needed. It's all part of the creative process. I think now, I feel like an ogre would shoot from the hip. I don't know. I think a wood elf would shoot from the hip. Super fluid. But if you look at the concept of this guy, I think he's got enough of kind of a martial vibe to him that he takes it serious. He's not super crude. I'd love to have this guy feel like he's got a bit of form and just seems powerful, right? Because he's always gonna look powerful because he's a freaking ogre, for God's sake. Does that make sense? Am I just full of shit? Does it make sense and I'm just full of shit? So I have to assume that the bow is angled at this point. There are no right answers. There are only answers. Alright, this is just, we're just... Oh, what's going on here? We're just Bob Rossing it a little bit. It's funny, you know what? You know what, Drodek? I think he may wind up shooting from the hip just because his upper body's so damn bulky. Like I said, I'll get it part of the way, and then I'll let the artistes fix it. Gonna have a big ass bow? Yeah. That's gotta be scary, right? Like, imagine what kind of arrow a freaking ogre shoots at you. Yeah. Ballista. Ready the scorpion! Like, what is this draw length? Oh my god. Pattis, were you into bows before you played a, Were you into bows before you played a ranger in EverQuest? Or did you play a ranger in EverQuest and then you decided to get into bows? Make him throw the bow and go and pick it up after. I don't think I don't know. That's not how that's gonna work. Oops. All right. So we'll take this. You enjoyed bows before, but rarely got to use them. I only recently got my own working one. I did have a old wooden recurve that I wanted to fix up, but never got around to doing so. Oh, right on. I had my uncles. So my grandfather and my uncle in Florida would always take me hunting. They're very much Florida people, and my uncle got me a bear compound bow when I was a kid, and I was terrified of it because I played around and dried fired it a couple times, and one time I fired it without the without any forearm guard and was just being, a 13-year-old. Bong, and destroyed myself. I was just terrified of it. But I had a little fiberglass bow as well, fiberglass recurve that, man, I shot everything with that thing. Oops, I need to put that here, huh? All right, so what feedback did I just get from Dargeth? Shoulders need to twist more. It should be closer to pointing at the target rather than being, should be closer to pointing at the target rather than be yeah, well, but what I'm trying to do is not move the legs, not move the feet. And, that may be a limitation that I don't need to consider. And just work with the geo and have it not... I'm going to keep pushing him, don't worry. But I want to see how far we go before things start to look wonky. But in all fairness, it's not breaking yet. So with that in mind, we get a lot of this arm back. We get some shoulder back. So oops. Maybe here. And then let's see. Maybe not have his arm so hyperextended. Oops. And then we'll take this guy right here. And maybe out a little bit. All right, Zukin. Enjoy your lunch. We pull this. Oops, that's not what we want to do. We grab this guy and we move him over a little bit. Man, why did I have to pick bow? This is serious business. I could have been jerking around with swimming or climbing a ladder. Son of a gun. Now we got to get all serious here, and we got damn bow experts in the house as well. I'm under pressure. It's one thing to make a flying freaking roundhouse kick for a gnome. It's another thing to do some serious archery shit. I'm feeling under the gun. Could switch to swimming, and we could add a bow geo for this later. Ooh, that might be cool. All right, well, let me get it to a stopping point, and then I'll switch to something else. Oh, and we have jump. I'm working on the ogre, Shaka. The right elbow probably have to come up. Yeah, I'm not messing with the right arm at all at the moment. I'm just trying to, now that we've twisted them even more. I'm trying to at least get this to a okay point. It's a very long arm. Reminds me of this artist I worked with on DC Universe Online. He had super long arms. He was a huge dude. And he had trained Muay Thai forever. It was legitimately scary, man. Alright, so we're going to get him a little bit straighter here. Patty said I almost made a few quick ones a few days ago when I had a few minutes, but worked on some other stuff instead. If you want to knock out a bow, Shaka's deadlift is his best lift because he has orangutan arms. That's hilarious. Shaka, how tall are you? Tell us your personal information. Tell us your personal details. Pettis can add bow animation consultant to his resume. At the end of this project, we're all going to have a lot of additional things. You're 6'1", 205 pounds, 33 years old. Been married for 8 years, 2 kids, under 5. Chattanooga. Dude, Chattanooga looks awesome. 6'1", 205. You're a big boy. Those dumbbells have done right by you. Alright, I feel like I'm just rehashing same ground here. Bring this down just a little bit. And when we get the actual bow in here, we'll you've got a belt squat, if you know what that is. Wait. Oh, I have a whole home gym now. Squat rack and all. Dumbbells are still around. Got a belt squat. Belt squat. I can't place that at the moment. Maybe it's just my streamer brain. It's a belt with a chain that holds weight. For like, oh no, this is something completely different. Oh, it's a belt with a chain that holds weight, and you squat. See the belt? I see. You've completed your statement. I don't think I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever messed with one of these. Interesting. Interesting.
Mass Effect changed RPGs.
Stop it. I just want music. Let me find 80-hour OST real quick. OST game. PS1. I don't know that I want a playlist though. I'd like just one really long one. This one will work. All right, here we go. We'll bring his. All right. Elbow up. Are we going to try to animate this for real, or are we going to do MMO animations? Alright, we'll try it for real a little bit. Twist that hand. Oh, that wasn't what we wanted. Well, now was it? Oops. We'll fix it in post. Tweak, tweak. It's not looking ideal, guys. MMO animations, best animations, MMO animations. His hand looks twisted as shit. So I think what we'll do is maybe we'll. We'll see. Maybe there's some more rotation that needs to take place. Maybe in the hip. Oops. Nope. And minus all these guys. No, it's foot sliding. I don't want to screw at that right now. Best animation was EQ Dwarf Somersault or Frog Kick. The Frog Rock animations were pretty dope. You guys weren't here earlier when I showed this off. I'm gonna show it off a few times, so I'm gonna do my usual stuff. If you got here early, sorry, it's gonna be annoying because I'm gonna be bragging the whole time on my other shit. Alright, for those of you that just got here. I was playing with this the other day when I was trying to figure out Cascadeur, and it was all broken to shit, but then Zukin pointed out the error in my ways, and so this morning I completed it. I was just like, I need to get this done. So, we've already got a sound effect for it and everything. So there we go. Now the only problem is you're probably going to be looking at him about like this. So you're not even going to know that he's doing anything down there. Just be like, why did he turn around? Little ass gnome. Alright, so we got that. Shaka, how dare you? Let's see. And then we have the ogre sit. Let me hit save on this, since this program does in fact crash on occasion. On loop, it's like that spinning kick that Ryo can do in Street Fighter. Ooh, I could give the ogre like the, what is it, the 1,000 hands or the 100 hands? Was it E Honda? Boop. Yeah. I spent a fair bit of my morning trying to figure out how to make his butt settle in properly. It just seemed like once that ass hits the ground, he's gonna get the cushions all worked out. Gotta fluff the cushions on the couch. Cause he goes for it. It's like, and then boop, back up. Cool. So back to Bo. August Burnsville.
Drop and wiggle with it.
Wiggle with it. Do. I can't do the Jason Derulo thing, but Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Or is he just grinding that gnome he just jumped on into the ground? He's making some gnome flour. Alright, so let's... So we'll delete this keyframe. Let's just pretend like we're happy with this for now, and then get the rest of the animation in. How's that sound? So he pulls up. Fires. So we'll go here, select all, copy, new keyframe. We'll add that. And then bring his, he'll release, bring the arrow hand down, I guess. You jelly gnome, you about to be, that's hilarious. Pattis, what should I do with the offhand? Or actually, maybe... Boom. Bow hand or arrow hand down first? And if this is a... Does he do it? So do we go boom, boom. Maybe I'll bring his hand down. Bring his hand down first. Might let it move backward very subtly and drop down slightly at the same time. Alright, let's try that. Oh man, this song is... It's awesome. Nostalgia-wise, but energy-wise... Okay, it's over. Quiver location is variable, Fizby. So we're probably... I don't know. See, this gets back to the whole fidelity thing, right? Like, we could shoot ourselves in the foot if we try to start getting like super high fidelity. One, we've got very crude models with regards to like some of the stuff that we're going to be able to pull off. So we may find ourselves, you know, kind of biting off more than our ass can chew with regards to animation fidelity. The other thing too is, do we want to get into the get to the point where we're like, you know, telling it in code, if quiver here, then blah. If quiver here, then blah. So that's just my thought right now. So I'm thinking something that's kind of, it conveys I'm shooting a bow without necessarily, kind of like everything else in our game. Look is as good as we can make it look, but it's more about sort of providing that symbology. It's the symbol, shooting a bow, as opposed to the simulation. If that makes sense. So he brings it up, draws, fires, brings it up, draws, fires. Yeah, Snickerdoodle. It's bonus. Jasmine's with the girls getting a burger, so gives me an opportunity to not feel guilty if I'm doing some little bit of extra work. All right, so we said, hey, Stoic. I'm feeling very much myself today. Not as tired. Didn't even take a nap. Let it move backwards very slowly and then drop it down. Slightly at the same time. Cool. So we'll do this. And we'll do this. And we'll do this real quick. And what we'll want to do is we'll have the hold longer. Oops. And maybe we'll take this. Is that an archery animation? It is an archery animation. We'll reduce this by 1 for now, just to... Cool. It looks like he's not pulling the string back. Alright, we'll work on that then. Can you do animation blending in this so that we can see how it'll look while he's walking and running? Not in this, we're doing animation blending in Unity. Look at this, he's dancing now. What in tarnation? What just happened here? Alright, so here. Ah, I see what you're saying. You know what? Sims. I'm feeling what you're saying just then. So let's do that. Let's work on him actually grabbing the string and pulling it back. See if we can do that. Plus we need to figure out what just broke. And what I'll do is I'm going to get rid of all the keyframes beyond this because we don't need them. Cool. Boom. All right, so let's work on this part some more. So we went straight to here, which was the pull back, but then we never went back. And by we, I mean me. I'm not blaming you. You guys are fine. Don't feel bad. We never gave him a step between this, so we kind of got, boom, we're here now. But what happened before that? He needs to grab the damn the string. So he's got a little bit of a wonky wrist right here. But let's see how hard this winds up being to shoot that arm forward. So it's actually, it'll go forward and then pull back. This will be really crude looking, but... And we'll drop this down. His dodge animation is just to toss the enemy away. I'm sorry, I do not want you to hit me. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Revving that chainsaw. Oh shit. Where was I? Whoop. So I'm looking over at the right hand side of the screen now. Good call. K Sims is the winner. Let's figure out what's going on here, though. Though if we have the bow, that may actually... No, you know what we could do here? Maybe take this and move it in a little bit more. Do this. Do this. Want this hand to... Left hand should be there sooner, though. I feel like the left hand should be there sooner. So I wonder if this will work. I wonder if this will be a move that'll be helpful. We take this. And what if we just take all these guys right here? Copy them. Come back here. Paste them. Esam, what's up, dude? This is a really cool program. Yeah, it is. I'm enjoying it so far. And then there's just a little discombobulation here. He's either shooting a bow or he's Hulk Hogan. Keith, you found another video clip. I don't believe they exist. Now I know you're kidding. It wound up being a good night though. Thanks for the memories. So we'll pretend like this is okay for now. Then when we get the bow in, we'll tweak the hand and stuff. But Pattis still needs to make a bow, and then I need to figure out how to have it show here. Well, you know what? If we see it's obviously wrong, we might as well address it now, right? He's gonna be holding the bow like that. We're pretty sure. Now we know this shit right here ain't right. Boy, you ain't right. You are twisted. Boy, you're wild. You're kind of twisted like that. Oh, jeez. That's the wrong direction. Oh, jeez. Not that. Oh, no. Not that either. GTOL, we're going to look at retargeting. We're going to see if it'll work. for some of the humanoids that are maybe a little bit closer in shape and size, might be a little bit easier, but I'm just kind of talking out my ass. I'm just a helper right now. I am not an expert in this area. I'm gonna copy these, paste those. So now we've fired the bow. So we've got some foot sliding going on here because of the movement of the hips. You guys see that? So let's see, is that happening the whole time? Yeah. And it's all... So we're going to have to compensate a little bit, I think. So this is default position. Foot is right there. I wonder if I grab this guy right here. Oops. It's not going to fix anything because it's not the foot doing it. It's the hips. Star Ocean 2 music. This is one of your favorite games of all time. One of the things I love about playing the old old OSTs is just how much you guys are on top of knowing what the music is. Bunch of nerds, but you're cool. You're my favorite people, but you are a nerd. I mean, let's get real. Let's get real. Nerds are cool. Nerds. Grab all these guys. We're going to come here. And it didn't do anything. Just made it worse, to be honest. Because what I'm thinking is, instead of the foot moving, when he draws, I wanna put that pressure into a squat. I wanna keep his foot planted, but maybe. So he's using, but it's still sliding there. And let's see. And that's because if we trace this all the way up, we trace it, so we're twisting them here. Huh. Oops. What if we lose all these guys here? All right. We copy them. Paste them. Paste them. Paste them. Paste them. Boy, that pelvis is just straight as an arrow now. Hey, Dark Inside. But I don't like that it's completely stationary now either, right? Like he should be doing something with his legs. I just feel like having a little bit of extra movement down there, even if it's not proper, will be just make it feel a little bit more dynamic. Have him kind of sit into it a little bit. You didn't think I did animation? Man, this is M&M development. We all do a little bit of everything. But yeah, I've never done animation before we started messing with this stuff. But I've got people on the team that are good at explaining things, which is cool. So here, basically, if we get into this keyframe, maybe we can use that to do a controlled modification to his weight here. Like I like that his hip was twisting a bit. Can't wait for the network coding stream with me. Pff, that is never gonna happen. I don't think that's gonna happen. So what we can do then is maybe we just grab these guys here. I'm not one of those Ryan Barker type game designers that all of a sudden starts programming shit. Dark Inside sounds like you got more experience than I do then. So we'll twist the hips here. Ryan Barker type game designers are the worst. Followed only by Prathans. Frickin' Prathans. Oh. Jonathan, I still have to post your video from the last the last interview session we did. I've been sitting on it. It's like the only thing I have in the can still to bump up re-engagement on a Loving Robot YouTube. It's just been sitting there. I'm like, I really need to get that up at some point. But now it's been long enough that I feel like, all right, I'm just gonna save it for an ideal time. And then I need to go back and just clip all of them. You want to do a redo? I'll rewatch it. I think you're probably wrong. I think it's fine. But we could probably do a redo. Or if you're ready to spill all the dirt, we could do a fourth interview where we pump you full of liquor. That'll be the beginning of the let's tell the actual truth about what happened back in the day series of interviews. Oh, I'm sure you've got all sorts of dirt. Dirty dirt. All right. Mostly derpy dirt. Fair enough. Dev Ross. Thank you for the follow. Made me think of Rick Ross. Those of you that have been watching the whole stream, that's what, the 5th hip-hop reference tonight? I don't know what's going on. I blame the Red Bull. Also, the fact that I've always enjoyed hip-hop. Both of those things are to blame. Alright, so that's a little more dynamic down there. Gonna make an ogre named Rick Ross now. And then every day you'll be hustling. All right, so we've got the, and now he lets go. It's reach. Headphones weren't plugged in. Who's this thick friend? It is our ogre. Yeah, you know what? I need to do a better job than I did last night. Last night I was just all ranting and telling personal life stories and shit. I need to actually pretend like I'm streaming tonight for real. Those of you that are new to what's going on here, check out our website, monstersandmemories.com. There's an FAQ there. If you go to FAQ, you can see try to cover most of the major questions. Hit up our Discord. We've got, yeah, it's growing. Like 800 and some people, I think, now, which is good. We're keeping things kind of on the DL. If you're not familiar with the stream, we've basically just we've been working on this little MMO of ours with the community from the onset. Matter of fact, we started working on the MMO because the community was like, hey, if you could make an MMO, again, knowing now what you maybe didn't know back then with a modern tool set and blah, 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 what would that be? Talking about our favorite MMOs from back in the day, and it led to this. So, definitely check out did I link? Oh, those are the VODs. The VODs, oh yeah. That's the YouTube one. I thought it was, if you know anything about EverQuest, we've got about 60 plus hours of interviews with former EQ designers and programmers and artists and stuff like that here in the collections. Either you can watch them here or you can watch them on my YouTube. So that's for all the new folks out there. About half of the team streams our work as well. You'll see that on the YouTube. And you can follow those folks here. We do not. Only a wee baby at 25, but we'll have a browse. Oh, cool, yeah. I got the feeling there's more young folks out there that will enjoy something like the EQ experience. When Zukin's back, we'll have to figure out maybe how to fix this, if it's fixable. Alright. So cool. Now we need a release. Boom. That was pull, hold, fire, and then release. So what's he do on the release? We said, Pattis said, let's drop his elbow. Quick chat, who's your favorite bow hunter? Zukin can fix it. Yep. Turok? That's a good call. Rambo? Also a good call. I wasn't expecting such good fictional. Ted Nugent. Very good call. Crazy Uncle Ted. That's a fun guy. I like Cameron Haynes. Cameron Hayes? Cameron Haynes. What's his face from Lord of the Rings? William Tell, that's also a good one. You're your own favorite? I can respect that. Sometimes we gotta be our own favorites. Oh, I should probably, Okay, let's try this one more time. Copy. Paste. Jeez, man. Joe Rogan. Ah, good call. Oliver Queen, also good call. And in keeping with last night's topic. What about Lurtz? Who's Lurtz? Ooh, Urukai scout leader killed Boromir. F's in chat for Boromir. Yeah, tragic. It's tragic, y'all. All right. Pattis, is this good enough for now? Wait, but is Sean Bean really dead? What happened there? I'm gonna have to Google it. Looks like one of them Rock'em Sock'em robots. Just wait until he has a bow in his hand. Then it'll all make sense. Lagwagon. Good band, good name. Thanks for the follow. I think that works for now. That is not a very, that's not very enthusiastic, dude. That's like the worst. Yeah, I think that works for now. Oh man. We're gonna have to keep working on it then. What is it? What's wrong with it, Pattis? Longer draw. Your monster just wore off. What flavor was it? Think he needs to lean back a bit when he draws? Rehab raspberry tea. Oh man. Okay. Let's look. Let's see if there's something to be done here with leaning back. Usually I only get one bot at a time. One night I got like 300 bots, but it was just follow bots. It was really I always thought of them as separate anims, as in most games, pulling up bow is one, drawing is second. You can shoot multiple times before putting it down, and then the down anim. I'll have to get with Ollie and see how we're going to implement it. For now, I just did it as one because it'd be quicker. And I think we just kind of, you push a button and it happens for now. But that may be a fair point. Let's see if there's an easy way to attack this. If not, I may just say good enough for now, and then we'll come back to him. Because the other thing is, too, is if we lean back at all, we're gonna have to redo some stuff. And if we lean back a little, I don't think it's gonna really matter. You know what I mean? Right here, though, what I could do is kind of bring them up so there'll be some subtle motion. Charupa, yeah, you can absolutely ask. I'm using a program called Cascadeur. Cascadeur. Here, let me fix my screen so you can actually read it at the top. Maybe. You won't be able to read it. Alright. Anyways, it's Cascadeur. Alright, we'll have them have this little bit of a tilt. Your draw is mostly with your back muscle, not your arms, unless you're a freaking ogre. Now, the gnome will have to look like a gnome. He's going to be looking straight up at your ass, right? Because he's tiny. So, when a gnome's standing there, when he pulls a bow, he's probably really going to need a tilt. Pattis, I did not move the I didn't move the feet at all, just because I didn't want to mess with moving the feet. If we want to give them a stance or something, the only thing is, if we do that, then there's going to be, imagine that with the feet moving. So, cool. Let's just say this is good enough for now. And that way we have it, we can add it to the game. So now we've got the sit. For those that you just got here, we've got a sit. We've got a stand after the sit. Bloop. Then we've got the stand. We got bow. Let's do another one. Trooper said, I don't know this program. Normally I use Blender or Maya. I'm gonna take a look at it. This is a lot easier to use. I'm not an animator, so the fact that it's been easy enough to get into has been great. It's also helpful though that that Zukin's come in and got this stuff set up initially, so I can just kind of work off of it. Let's see. So let me close this out. I didn't make any adjustments, so don't save. Man, I should have kept it open at some point. We probably want to show it again, but it's almost 10 o'clock. Anyways, let's open Idle Standing 2. Dark Inside said, I've heard of that software. Been looking into that procedural animation software that you take a video and then you make a movement out of it. Oh yeah, we're looking at that in Slack, I think. Varun, you calm down, buddy. The dog's upset. I think he wants me to take him out soon. So we've got an idle. And I'm just gonna, I guess, go from here to swimming. How about that? I'm thinking just freestyle stroke. Because Zukin said that he was going to do death, stunned. I know what we could do real quick. Let's open the combat idle again. So I've basically just been using combat idle and then working from it. Troopa, thank you for the follow. Alright, so we got combat idle. I know a quick one we can do. Oops. Save as. Bash. How about that? Well, there's also, we could do file, save as. That center of mass, that center of mass physics thing that Cascadeur has may help with swimming. If I remember correctly from the demo I watched, it'll make character feel weightless. Oh, interesting. Are you seeing rigging in a software you've never seen? Well, I didn't do any of the rigging, but Zukin did. So he can answer questions for you on the rigging. Be sure to hit him up in Discord. But I am animating in Cascadeur. I'm doing pretty good. How are you? Yeah, I guess now that I'm actually using this, I need to go back through and look at the various demos and stuff like that. Zukin is a member of the team here. This is us, Monsters and Memories. Be sure to check out the FAQ and the team page. And then you can follow Zukin here. Zukin streams animation and modeling and stuff. He's right there. There's Zukin in chat. All right, so cool. MCP46, thank you for the follow. He's idling, he's right-handed, so let's just start here. Let's take this, and collapse that. Then we'll go to here. No, we'll go to here, do this. We'll take this. Bring it up about to here, maybe. We'll do this one. Go here. We'll have to deal with that in a minute. Now you follow all of them? Good. Start low. We'll go here. We'll add another keyframe. You're confused. In my profile pic, I look in the early 40s, and in my stream, I look 35. How? Vampirism. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't live in Germany. It's a lie. I live in Transylvania. So you're exporting idle animations to be added in game? Yes. I appreciate that. I'm actually 47. You guys, you know the deal. Always feel free to come in and compliment me as much as you want. Share the secrets of youth. Only if you order my ebook, The Secrets of Youth. Trust me, it's just it's the filter. I've got a good Instagram filter. In real life, I look 55 minimum. Oh man, that's a quick itch. That is a... Yes, the book is available on Amazon for only $49.99, but if you're one of the first 20 people to call, you will not only receive the book for free, but you will also receive a free virtual hug. Order now while supplies last. I know how you internet people like virtual hugs. Nothing wrong with it being a meme. That's just somebody sent me that clip the other day. I think it's like Judge Judy or something that the woman's on. You guys have probably seen it. Where she's like, I did not make the meme. That is not my meme. I did not make the meme. And then it transitions to the Muppet Show where the guy's singing Mimi. Mimi, Mimi, Mimi. No? You didn't see it? Okay, just me? This software is Cascadeur. Here, let me look it up. Mimi. Mimi, Mimi, Mimi. Boom. Chicka boom, boom, boom. Mimi. Mimi, Mimi, Mimi. Mimi, Mimi, Mimi. Figured you need to get the butt into it a little bit as well, right? It's cheap compared to mine. It has a free version. Guess you can have model on it. Is that right? That is correct. But you can do this, which is cool. It's pretty cool. All right. And what we'll do. We'll do it. Light. All right. That's a good enough start. He's got the classic butt scratch. I'm sure we can do a little bit better. You'll have to earn that emote. Let's go to bash now. Left hand. We'll put it right here. I really liked animating the bash on the capsule people. All right. You guys still with me? You just listening to the music? You want to chat about something? Can't wait to see the trolls get animated. Yeah, they're going to be fun, guys. Oh, the dizzy animation for the capsule? Yeah, I'm excited to do it, but Zukin, you said you already got you're going to be doing a stun. Ugh. Zukin's got that one, but if we don't retarget it, maybe I'll do it for a different race. I'll do bash now. How much can the animation be used across races? Popsicle, we're still investigating that, I think. Is that accurate, Zukin? Zukin, you go ahead and do that. Essentially, all the ones that you mentioned, I'm gonna assume that you're gonna grab those, and then we're gonna try to retarget it, and then it'd be nice if we got all of it hooked up for all of the dudes, because I think the additional feedback in a playtest will make it look so much better, especially with all 3 races in. We were playing the other night. If you guys haven't seen that, check out the VOD from, I don't know, 2-3 sessions ago. Yep, the game is an MMORPG. Yeah, it is MPC. I called you MCP earlier. I don't know why. MPC. But not N. It was Tuesday, you think? Yeah, here's our website. Check it out. Check out our website. I wonder how much of this VOD will be muted because of PlayStation music. That'll be interesting. All right, so let's do a quick bash. Yeah, Darget, I'm thinking so, because it was really cool to have that stuff in the other night. Like, it was looking good. So, with the effects, once the effects were going as well, delicious. So we'll be hammering on these. I still need to, like, I'm not going to do it on stream, but I definitely need to sit down and finish blocking out those zones so I can get it off my list and we can get it all functional and we can run around the proof of concept. And then can focus more on some of this other stuff without feeling guilty that I didn't get my shit done. All right, so bash. Trying to remember, there was a wind up. I did like a wind up and a snap on the capsule dude. So let's have him duck in a little bit. Thank you, NPC. Yeah, we're, check out some of the videos. We've been working on it. Basically, we kicked off the idea September of 2020. So, year and a half now. We're coming up on, in September, it'll be 2 years. First year was about 4-ish of us, 4 or 5 of us. In the last, 9 months or so, we've pretty much doubled our team, over doubled our team, and have really been cranking away. So we've got we've got sort of humble expectations for how we're approaching things, and so far so good. So we are not daunted by the challenge. Whether that be hubris or whatever, we will see. Having more than just a capsule and 2 little ball arms is going to definitely make this one a little bit more. I gotta say, the more that I play around with this guy, animation-wise, the more I really like his shape. Good job. Good job, you guys. He kind of feels, he feels hulking the more I play with him. See. I think everything's gonna turn out nice, to be honest with you. And I'm not bullshitting. Like I'm not just saying that. Given the time, I think, because I like the gnome. The gnome's been good. But as we continue to get stuff in and iterate on these guys and stuff, I think we're gonna be pretty happy overall. Dwarves will be make or break. I think they're going to be great. So the cool thing about if it turns out that these anims work, and I'm not just wasting my time here, I think the cool thing will be that you know, if we get some retargeting action as well, with, you know, a few of us able to do this, then I think we'll be able to do some just for fun shit and get a lot of extra fun stuff in, like the barrel roll and a number of other things. So dude, he's doing a lot of moving all at once. Do we have server things already planned? Servers are expensive. Oh, they're actually not expensive. Hosting's not that bad, and it'll scale. So the more people we need to host, the more money we have to host them. So we're good on that front. I won't talk too much about the tech because it's not necessarily my area of expertise. So the problem with Bash will be the way I'm currently doing it. I just realized is if he's holding anything in his left hand other than a shield on his forearm, then he's just stabbed himself. So let me twist this forearm around. But yeah, we've got our server up and running for a while. Even here, I guess. Oops. Now let's get those hips back a little bit. I'm gonna have to fix his feet. Nope, not just hip. All right. We'll go back. Go down a little bit more. here. Oops. Just this one here. We'll try to frick his feet. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't answer your other question with regards to funding and stuff. We've been basically just bootstrapping it so far. We've been doing everything ourselves, and the team's basically been gracious enough to do this as a passion project, so costs have been fairly minimal. We'll have to fix this wonky leg, I guess, huh? Welfare Ninja, this is Cascadeur. What's up, Jamox? Oops, that's not what we want to do. Maybe a bit more like this. Maybe not. Maybe we just get this whole thing here fixed. Alright. Still a little wonky looking, but let's see what happens. It'll be fairly quick, so it doesn't necessarily need to be perfect, huh? Wind up. And then we'll go add a keyframe. Oops, not that. We'll go here. We'll add a keyframe. And we'll come back. And maybe work on the pop. Will the shield arm go back towards him if the shield is hit? Warlord. You mean if he's blocking and he's got a shield in his hand? Probably not. We'll see. If we wind up having, if we're able to crank out animations a lot faster than we think, then we may shoot for that sort of fidelity. So that when you see block spam or something like that, maybe you get like a little dink. If he's got a shield, maybe. If we find that retargeting works pretty well and we got tons of time. But the challenge with even the concept of us having extra time honestly comes down to the fact that if Zukin doesn't have to animate something, every animation Zukin doesn't have to do is another model he could be working on. And every animation I don't have to do is probably some more design implementation, or me helping out with some other stuff or whatever. So we've always got to kind of keep that sort of thing in mind. Our time is being spent in multiple places. We got lots of mouths to feed with our tiny team. Good enough for now. Good enough for now. It's funny, the capsule guys even had like a taunt, so maybe I'll toss one of those in as well. All right, so let's see. Where do we want to be here? That's a good angle to... We'll do this, and then we'll work over here. And on this one, so that's the wind up, and then we need a pop. So I think what I did last time was, in terms of transition, it was either linear or just... I think it was probably just step. Because it was very poppy before. So this is now where he smashes forward. So it may actually need him to sit back a little bit, but what we'll do is we'll just extend him forward a fair bit and see if it has the same sort of violent effect. I guess let's start here. Oops. We'll push this out. And maybe up. And out some more. And since it's not a strike, I want to try to convey the force of the bash with sort of here, stopping there, but then really like fire the hips forward and the rest of his body. So my poor dog's like, it's time for you to take me out, dude. What are you doing? Shield dash. Yep. That's the one. Oh, no, sorry. My bad, I could have clarified. I kinda wanna not overextend him and maybe get his hips up a bit more. What is that, little dingle bone? What's going on there? Will it be taking a hit animation? Yeah, I was working on one earlier. All right. And oops. Do this and then there we go. Select all of them. Push in. Will there be any experimentation with animation synchronization between different models, like two PCs high-fiving or finishing blow attack animation that the mob reacts to? Infinite Bears, probably not. If we had to experiment, it would be with probably ogres throwing gnomes. Some gnome tossing maybe. We do want to have the ability for gnomes to ride ogres. So that could be where that happens as well. That counts? Okay, cool. Okay. See how, like, it's just, like, gradually pushing you. I guess in theory, we could take this and do it like that. But even there, see, it's just not very forceful. That's kind of like anytime I've had more than 3 beers at a bar and trying to get back to the bar. That's gentle. Oops. Never trust a gnome. Freaking gnomes, man. Because they're so smart. Maybe have his hand swing out towards the end of the push. Let's see. So here. You're saying like right here, if you look Infinite Bears, I know there's a little bit of lag, so it's kind of hard to communicate with me. So you're saying like here, rotate this out. A little swat. Boom. Boom. Yeah, cool. Rooney, I hear you, buddy. My dog's sitting in his kennel. He's not locked in or anything. He's just chilling there, but he's probably wanting to take a piss right about now. It's 10:23. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take your suggestion right now. Oops. I'm going to act on it really quick. So you can see that I was listening. Like so. And then I'm probably going to get close to wrapping up here so I can take Runes for a little walk so he doesn't float away. It's been a while since he's been out. And then I'll catch up with the team a little bit. And then I'll be back on Tuesday. How's that sound? It's been nice having everybody hang out on our little special Friday sneaky stream. Again, those of you that are new here, check out our website. Thank you, Infinite Bears. Thanks for the suggestion. Zeitgeist 9000. You have a great weekend yourself. Snickerdoodle, have a good one. Be sure to hang out with us in Discord. We're always in there chatting. Bisbee, good to see you. Mr. Pilgrim, sir, I didn't even know you were in here. Thanks for lurking. MMO Pug, have a great weekend. Dark Inside, good to see you again. Be sure to join our mailing list. We are 1,300 people strong now. It's important that you do that. It's a great way to show us support. If you like what you've seen here, if you like what you've seen on the VODs and all that other stuff, be sure to let your friends know. It's the biggest, number one, most important thing you can do to support us for the time being is let people know. Let them know if you're interested in it as a game that you want to play. Let them know about the stream if you're just interested in watching all of us from the team who stream make games. Either one's fine by us. You don't even have to like the game we're making as long as you like us and you like the shit that we're doing in terms of behind the scene. We're all good. Tell you what, have a great weekend. I will see everybody on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll have some more animations in. We'll have some more environment work done. And we'll be getting ready for a badass new month. I'll be working on the update for the wonderful month of April. Will be coming out in the next day or 2 or 3. So keep an eye out. If you're on the mailing list, you'll see it first. Zukin, I'll have more questions for you and stuff in Slack. But thanks for the help. Pattis, same with you. And I am out of here. Bye, guys.